It's over $1.1 million to repair all the damage from Ian.
Flagler Beach City Manager William Whitson says Dune walkovers were pulverized by strong surf from Hurricane Ian. He says 39 Dune walkovers are closed and they're asking you to stay off them.
There are stairs missing. There are bolts that are loose. There are some portions of the Dune walkovers that are not even connected to the foundation. It's an extremely dangerous situation. The caution tape is up there on purpose. If you do not need to get on the Dune walkovers or access to the dunes, please don't. It's still hazardous conditions.
Whitson says one person has already fallen on a closed walkover.
Why put yourself at risk? Why put the public safety officers at risk? It's just senseless. Stay back, and we'll keep you posted on which areas are safe to enter.
Emergency officials are also asking you to stay out of the Atlantic and other bodies of water.
I would urge caution because there are nails, there are boards, there are other hazards in the water, and we want to encourage people. As much as we want to go back to normal, things aren't normal.
Only about a dozen Dune walkovers remain open. For a list of those that are closed, visit cityofFlaglerBeach.com. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Palm Coast City Council recognizes retiring Fire Chief Jerry Forte with a proclamation.
Mayor David Alphen proclaimed October 14th as Chief Jerry Forte Appreciation Day. Forte addressed the council after Alphen and City Manager Denise Bevan read the proclamation.
This city has never had such truly good people working in it as it does at this moment. I can spend hours talking about the wonderful men and women behind me, but everybody that I am in contact with every day shows me how important it is to be good to the people around you. And I can't thank you enough for allowing me to do what I have loved to do for 32 years. It's been a wonderful experience. And to my family, my fire family, I'm going to miss you all. Thank you.
Forte joined the department in 1990 as a volunteer firefighter at the encouragement of his brother Joe, then a Holly Hill firefighter. Forte was promoted to chief in 2018. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
An annual festival in Flagler County is still happening this weekend in the wake of Hurricane Ian.
Hurricane Ian might have tried to stop one of Flagler County's biggest charity events of the year, but will not stop the 17th annual Creekside Music and Arts Festival scheduled for October 8th and 9th. This year's Creekside Festival features more arts and crafts than ever before, with nonstop bluegrass and country music and racing pigs, and the second annual Chili Challenge between the Sheriff's Department and the Flagler County Fire Rescue on Saturday. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley and Flagler County Fire Chief Michael Tucker share their strategies with WNZF.
How many gallons of chili is the Sheriff's Department making?
As many as it takes to win.
Chief Tucker, rebuttal?
Well, I think I would say that we've got a good plan. This year we've been working. We just don't get out there and advertise that we're working, but we've been working and doing a lot of chili tasting. But I will say that it doesn't take much to work to go down and buy your Wendy's chili.
Hours are from 10 to 4 both days at the Florida Agricultural Museum. Adults are $10. Kids and parking are free. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
How do we deal with the insurance companies after a storm?
One thing that guests on a recent episode of the Business Report said is that you should play dumb. Here's Joe Ortiz of Ortiz Roofing.
One thing that I recommend is when you call the insurance company, don't act like you know what's going on.
Ortiz said that if you say hurricane, the insurance company might charge you a higher deductible. He said that Flagler County was hit with Tropical Storm Ian, and it was not a hurricane. Another thing that's recommended is that you not give control of insurance to a contractor. Business Report host Kirk Keller.
Sheriff Staley made a comment that a resident gave permission to their roofing company, in this particular case, to have control of their insurance claim. And they got $1,000 down and took control of the insurance claim. They filed the claim. The insurance company, I guess, paid the roofing company, but they never got anything done.
Ortiz said that's called assignment of benefits, and that should never be done. The Business Report is on WNZF Saturday mornings at 10 and on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, the wind. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albert's son.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.